Hola Fran, ¿cómo te va? Hola Michelle. Gamescom. ¿Saben algo? Me acabo de fijar en una cosa. Y se los voy a mostrar al tiro. Ey. Que aquí la calendarización son 6 putas horas, bueno. Son 6 fucking horas. Está bien. La cámara está bien. No sé, estoy viendo la calendarización. Tenemos primero la Opening Live Preview. Luego tenemos la Opening Night Live. Luego el Gamescom Studio ONL After Show. Y luego el Gamescom Studio English. Supongo. La Gamescom va de juegos, pues, güey. De eso. Así que... nada, gente, toca esperar. Si no, va a ser largo. No se me ven los comentarios, como siempre. Local. Listo. Sí, dicen que Nintendo puede que aparezca, bueno, porque como no ha habido noticias... a menos de que anuncien un Nintendo Direct. Pero eso ya es soñar, ¿no? Como le dicen. Se vale soñar, ¿no? Ah, disculpen, ¿eh? Ya está. Así que depende. Me interesa por ver lo que van a traer. Si va a salir algo interesante, si Nintendo aparece o no. Y mínimo que anuncien un Nintendo Direct, ¿no? Sería bueno. Podría contar mis monedas, weón. No lo veré, pero a veces me sale algo ricolino el culiado. Hola Jota, ¿cómo te va? ¿Cómo anda el soda? Tengo cara de soda, weón. Yo sí espero que algo bueno salga que me pueda interesar, Jay. Espero que algo de los de Sonic porque no están mostrando nada. Solo los cómics. Están haciendo un buen trabajo. O sea, igual está difícil. La gente espera muchas cosas. Entonces, cuando vienes sin expectativas es mejor. Yo no tengo idea de qué van a mostrar, así que supongo que mejor así. Como dijo Antonego, sorpréndeme. Mínimo un Age of Empires o algo. Estaría bueno que saquen algún juego nuevo, pero yo creo que no va a ser este año, sino que el próximo, así que... a esperar nomás. Fuck. Wey, yo estoy jugando en la Switch un poquito. Hola, chamán. Tenía una partida iniciada y dije, pues bueno, terminémosla. Te hago un fanart. ¿De qué sería el fanart? Adelante, si quieres hacer un fanart, adelante. Tengo mis dudas sobre de qué sería el fanart, pero hágale, hágale. Cualquier wea. Pues mira, si ves algo interesante en el canal, pues algo que te llame la atención, pues hágale. Fuck. Weón, estoy que no puedo con la barba y todo, weón. Estoy casi done, weón. Muere. ¿En qué te la mando? Tienes Twitter, tienes Facebook, tienes el Discord también. Lo que más te acomode. Instagram, si también te parece. Lo uso poco, pero lo uso. Ya. Mañana te lo mando. Dale, de pana. Gracias de antemano, si quieres te quitas la barba por los dibujos de bizcocho sería más fácil. Sí, pero es que aún no, aún no. Mi plan es que seguir así hasta que anuncien lo de que se terminan las cuarentenas. ¿Vale? Ese es mi plan. Por eso, claro, en septiembre. De hecho, quedan poco, quedan como una semana. Debería. Debería. Pero bueno. O al menos que la cuestión sea esa. De todas formas, en septiembre sí o sí voy a afeitarme y cortarme el cabello porque es mucho. Weón. En parte es como que normal, ¿vale? Todo el año encerrado. Es normal. Al menos para alguien como yo. Pero el hecho de no poder salir, weón, no poder ir a darte un paseo, juntarte con alguien, es como que, weón, qué carajos, ¿sabes? Salir, eso se come, sí, güey, yo quiero salir. Quiero salir, juntarme con gente, pasarlo bien. Juntarme con mis amigos. O que ellos vengan aquí a mi casa. Pero tristemente no. No possible, no possible, weón. que dice Nata, si se acaba la cuarentena puede hacer su cumpleaños. Exacto. Si anunciaran el cese de la cuarentena como tal, podría celebrar mi cumpleaños como yo quiero. Hoy salí y fue como terrible perseguido porque estoy viendo eso y vi un perro y me cagué de susto. El culiao, el weón. No está muerto. Y si no, cumpleaños online, sí, pero la gracia es convivir con la gente, güey. A mí me gusta eso. Convivir con mis amigos, poder estar con ellos frente a frente, cara a cara, ya sabes, típico. Oh. Cumpleaños online con Discord y toda la cosa. Ya, sería como simplemente una charla por Discord. Mientras tanto en mi país hay que comprar la cura en Rusia porque tenemos demasiados eventos en... Se toca terminarán hablando ruso la gente. Sí. Me hace mucha gracia, weón, lo de la vacuna rusa. Ay, no. Tranquila, Michelle. ¿Cuándo tendrá 24 este año? Sí, ¿no? Cuando me ponga la vacuna va a ser a lo... la tuya por si acaso. Sientes las ganas de reformar la risa. Oh. Sí, creo que voy a cumplir 24 este año. No cante victoria, aún no termina agosto. Ya, ya. Me quedan 3 días que sobrevivir todavía, man. La verdad es que hace tiempo dejé de estar pendiente de mi edad. Pero asumo que sí, voy a cumplir 24 ya. Bien, esto ya empieza, man. Veamos qué tienen para nosotros. Vale, 18, ok. Mayor de 17.
I'm Kyle Bossman, and this is my hot and stinky apartment. I realize you probably have a lot of questions right now. Like, who is this guy? Not that important. Is this the show? No. Just to be clear, this is the pre-show.
Ok, 15 minutos de charla.
The next 20 minutes getting excited about opening night live proper, the big show. That one is gonna look nice. That one's got Jeff Keighley.
Me choca cuando YouTube no borra bien los comentarios, por ejemplo.
Not like this. And then you might be thinking,
Si sobrevives el año se desbloqueará jugar con Luigi.
talking to me about stuff? No. It's gonna be some of that, but most of the show is trailers.
Así que a la verga, güey.
Trailers right here for the pre-show.
Sí, güey.
If anything, my job is just to smile at you and fill time in between trailers. In fact, we should, I think, start off with a trailer. We'll talk about opening night live. It's going to be big and fun and awesome, but I feel like the best way to kick off a pre-show is just to get right into one. Our first world premiere
Y los
trailer
subtítulos, pues no hay subtítulos, güey.
was just announced earlier this year at an Inside Xbox event.
¿Me
Bandai Namco
puedes
is
culpar?
Scarlet Nexus.
Esta es de Namco. Ok, ¿no? What is this?
Intruders were just detected.
Tiene pinta de hack and slash.
We have to work together.
Es...
Or the world will have destroyed. We have so many different powers.
Let's do this.
Demon X Máquina again. No creo que sea Demon X Máquina, pero se ve interesante. Me recuerda un poco al Astral Chain, que quería jugarlo, güey. Ay, podría comprarlo, güey. Pero igual no sé si estuvo tan bueno el Astral Chain o no. ¿Qué juego es este? Scarlet Nexus. Interesante. Ah, puta madre, Xbox One. No, no puedo traerlo. Si sale en PC tal vez.
Now joining us, this is the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. That was a trailer for a video game and not an anime.
Pero está para la Xbox.
For the next 20
Si lo ponen en PC, pues sí.
less than now, we
Asumo que
the
por ser
most
Microsoft siempre lo hacen, pero
Opening Night Live, in which you're gonna get fresh looks at
tendría que ver.
Season 2, Destiny 2. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War was just announced yesterday. We're already getting to see more of that tonight. Lots of things to see. Cindy Goodman from IGN is going to be giving out the Gamescom awards for Best PC Game, Best PlayStation Game, Best Xbox Game, as well.
Es que no me interesa la
Talking about
Xbox.
some brand new shows from IGN that they are debuting this week at Gamescom. Lots of stuff. In ONL. It is going to be a chunky thing.
Es que la Xbox no me interesa porque todos los juegos de Xbox al final de cabo están en PC también, entonces es como que bro, ¿para qué quiero la Xbox si tengo mi computadora?
Let me warn you now. It's time to put the kids to bed. Because it's about to get scary as hell in here. I don't care if you're in the Western Hemisphere and it is the afternoon.
La hipotenusa.
Put the kids to bed.
¿Qué tenemos aquí? World Premiere. No, el Halo no. PlayStation.
We did it.
Tiene como una pinta de Doom, pero no.
Recovered.
No, es diferente, güey.
The answer to all our questions.
Sí, a nadie le gusta eso que te digan te estás poniendo viejo. A nadie. No es divertido.
We can control them now.
A ver, tiene pinta de shooter clásico, así que está bien. Se puede asimilar a varios juegos. No creo que sea Dead Space.
Humanity's reach will be infinite.
Quantum Terror. Error. Quantum Error. Ahí está. No. Oye, weón, me estaba asustando por un momento. Dije, pues podría ser, pero no.
A lot more world
¿Te imagináis un Dead Space 4, weón?
pre-show to go and interview with Jeff Keighley. Next up, we have a car brand synonymous with racing and innovation and a key partner of
La empresa
GameScom
quebró.
for years.
F.
They're about to
Tengo el 3 ahí,
establish
así que pronto lo voy a traer.
car made with gamers for gamers. Check it out.
Ford knows racing.
Oh no.
In 2019, we brought our love of racing to gaming, and Team Fordzilla was born. And then
Juegos de carrera no. Al menos no estos.
launched Project P1 to design a car in collaboration with gamers for gaming. This project was a global first, and our designers let their imagination go wild. So on to our first global announcement. Please welcome our first ever Team Fordzilla Project P1 model.
¿Dónde está el FIFA 21? O sea, a mí no tengo nada en contra, pero es que si es solo correr, en parte como que le quita el dinamismo, como que ya te acostumbraste a la fórmula de vamos a meterle cositas para que la esta sea un poco más interesante.
And now our second global announcement. We got us so excited with Project P1 that we are now committing to make a real world version of this groundbreaking car.
Pero bueno, hay todo tipo de gustos, está bien.
If I didn't have games, I guess I would just be writing a
¿Quién
lot
es la
more.
streamer esta, man?
Video games and writing are absolutely my two favorite passions, and I just managed to combine them into a job. So I feel like, honestly, I probably would have finished a couple of books.
If there was no game, what else would I do? I mean, I like tech, but you need to do things on the technology. And so if I can't play things, if I wasn't into gaming, yeah, it'll be a lot of TV watching.
If there's out there a universe where I'm not a gamer, then I probably would start to game.
I think I will try something to put some smile on the face of everyone.
I would watch a lot more.
O sea, sí, al principio te puede dar miedo, pero luego es como que te fuerzas ahí. Por ejemplo, yo me jugué el Outlast 2 y el Outlast 2 me jodió bastante. Que sí que tenía miedo, pero era como que ya cabrón, a ver, córrele. Síguele, llega al punto, güey. Una wea así. Entonces era como que, bueno.
Jeff Keighley. We are now joined by Jeff Keighley, host and executive producer of Opening Night Live. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So back in April, Gamescom said we're going digital this year. When did you start thinking about O&L and how that's going to look?
Well, we knew last year we were going to do another O&L this year because it was a big success, but yeah, we had no idea what format was going to take. Normally we are in Cologne. This year we're doing it from Los Angeles, but actually Gamescom came to me and said we definitely want to do O&L. It's a digital event for the whole world, so even if we don't have something physically in Germany, we still want to do this show with you. And I said I was doing Summer Game Fest, and maybe we can bring all these things together to create this grand finale for the show. And all summer I was really hoping to do a show.
Lo malo es que como no hubo E3, hay muchos anuncios que quedaron ahí, weón.
With kind of a set and a little bit of spectacle to it, and bring the whole industry together, and that's what we're gonna do.
So is it going to be just as long as a regular show?
Yeah, we have like 2 hours of stuff to show folks from across the industry. You know, like the big stuff, the biggest games out there like Call of Duty, and then a lot of really, interesting titles. Of course, we're going to have some amazing next-gen stuff in the show, and Fall Guys Season 2, which has, become a thing over the past
Fall
couple
Guys.
of weeks. So it's really fun to have like the big and the small and the surprises and next-gen all blended together.
Sí, ya muestren el mono del PlayStation All Star Battle.
Back-to-back trailers, or are you going to do some interviews and demos?
You will definitely see trailers. You will see some extended gameplay demos of some titles as well. There will be a few interviews with a couple of developers. We've got some special guests. And one thing I will say kind of right out of the gate is that this is not sort of wall-to-wall shock and awe announcements of new games similar to last year at Gamescom. We have some really big updates on games that fans are excited about and meaningful. But you know, the kind of big surprise announcements. We have a few things in the show, and you know, we have lots of great things planned for the Game Awards. But similar to last year, this is really a showcase of like big holiday
Pongan el
games,
Fall
games
Guys
coming
gratis,
next
weón.
year that you know about. So you know,
Si fuera
I would
gratis,
tell
weón,
people to
lo
set their
compraría.
expectations to
Lo
be
compraría.
really
Si fuera
meaningful
gratis, lo
updates
compraría.
on existing
Grande.
games versus, you know,
Si
new
fuera
light
gratis,
with,
weón,
you
sí
know,
lo probaría y
surprise,
tal,
shock
pero
announcements.
comprarlo para una cuestión
Great.
que
Jeff, I'm personally
tal
looking
vez
forward
ni
to the
siquiera
show.
lo vaya
Well,
a dar, pues bueno.
me too. It's been really fun to build this, but you know, even working with our team, it's
O
been
al menos que yo que sé, que
challenging,
lo
to do
pongan
things
una
safe
semana gratis,
in
weón, y
the
si la gente
era
lo prueba,
of
weón, y se
COVID,
pueden
and it's
asegurar si
been
comprarlo o no, porque a mí
it's
en lo
meant a lot
personal
to me that Gamescom has
no me
said we
llama
still
la
wanna do
atención
this show, and I
mirándolo,
think for all of us in the industry,
¿vale?
we want
Los
that
videos
big
del Fall Guys como que,
showcase. So
ya,
I'm just
ok,
really
sí.
excited, honestly, like leave home.
Pero supongo que es un juego que se disfruta
Have a
más,
set. You'll see we've got like screens and lights, and
se disfruta más jugándolo que
if we do
viéndolo,
it
pero
right,
no
we're
me
gonna hopefully
llama.
create that magic
Por lo que he
moment
visto,
that we haven't
hasta ahora
felt
no me
this
llama el
summer,
juego,
right? And a lot of the
entonces
events this
como que
summer
no
have
me...
been pre-taped and they've been great and lots of cool game info, but I really wanted to do something live with a lot of energy to it. So if
Por
we
lo
do
general
things
hacen
right,
eso
that's what
también.
people are about to see.
Que es primero de
Very cool.
pago, luego
Good
lo
luck with
pasan a
everything.
gratis y a
Thanks,
los que lo
Kyle. Thanks for
compraron
hosting the
pues
pre-show.
le dan privilegio, yo
I'm
qué sé.
doing my best. So just so we're all on the same page about what just happened, that was basically an interview with my boss using questions that I mostly already know the answers to. So considering all that, I think that went pretty well. Next up, we do have another world premiere trailer, baby. Vroom vroom honk honk for Dirt 5.
¿Carreritas? Pues sí, más carreritas. No tiene nada que ver, weón. Estoy diciendo que el juego no me llama por los videos, weón. Viendo los videos la cuestión como que no me llama. Es como que, sí, ok, se ve curioso. Ah, no, no es de carreritas, weón. Oh, de pana. Me acuerdo que cuando chico, bueno, agarraba un montón de cuadernos y hacía pistas para mi autito, bueno. Ya, pero tampoco, o sea, tampoco es la idea así como que gastarme la cuestión, comprarlo y al final no me llama. Si bien puedo reembolsarlo, no siempre se pueden reembolsar las weas. Dirt 5. Es de carreritas, pero no. El auto malvado. Continuará. Para Xbox, PlayStation 5 y no sé qué más.
So you think like a vampire bit a car and sucked out gas?
Simplemente no
To
me
be
llama el
continued.
juego, listo.
It is now time for the part of the pre-show that I've been reading your live comments. I see them right now. Everybody's blowing up, demanding Kyle's 10 reasons to be excited for opening night live. Well, let's kick it off. Reason number 10 to be excited for opening night live 2020, feeling excited for next gen again. Number 9, Jeff Keighley wardrobe reveal.
What?
Number 8 reason to be excited for opening night live 2020, Destiny trailers usually pretty good. Number 7, it will mean this pre-show is finally over. Number 6, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Number 5 reason to be excited for ONL 2020, Shadow Drops. Number 4, Fall Guys Season 2. Number 3 reason to be excited for ONL 2020, actual gameplay from a mysterious PlayStation 5 exclusive. Ooh. Number 2, everything else in my life sucks right now. And the number 1 reason to be excited for opening night live 2020, Jeff Keighley said it's gonna be good. We have one final world premiere trailer to show off, and this trailer is an announcement of a Switch version of a popular game from 2018 that can only be described as Dinosaursy. Enjoy.
What? Switch!
You think that things are going to turn out differently, huh?
Jurassic Park.
Well, the ones before you did too. Because they believed that they were in control. And control. Well, here's the thing.
¿Qué wea? ¿Construir tu parque para matar dinosaurios? ¿Una wea así?
Life will not be contained. And what makes us such unique creatures?
No, pues weón, yo no quiero construir un parque, weón, para tal. No, yo quiero ahí meterme al parque y sobrevivir. Digámosle, ¿no? ¿Cómo se llamaba el juego? Ah, ya no me acuerdo. Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition. El 3 de noviembre. Aprovecho. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this very pre-show. Please be excited for the actual opening night live, in which you'll see some Destiny 2, you'll see Fall Guys Season 2, you'll see Black Ops Cold War, that mysterious PlayStation 5 demo, some things we've probably never heard of before. I think it's going to be a very good show. I'm personally excited about it. Me! I should thank you, actually, for putting up with my nonsense for the last 20 minutes. It is appreciated, but seriously, enjoy the show.
So what's the plan?
Time to take control of our world. When we feel out of place, disconnected, and divided,
there are always repercussions.
Do we have what it takes?
Alright, I'm going in.
To be heroes?
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We celebrate who we are.
Yes, it's humanity's chance to repent.
And what we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
The future of gaming. Welcome to Gamescom. Opening Night Live.
Bueno, hay weas que se parecen al Zelda. Mostraron unas weitas que se veían como el Zelda, weón.
I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020.
Tiempo sin ver a este weón.
This year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going
Este weón salvará el 2020.
All summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way too.
Lo de los Game Awards que al final no mostraron ninguna weá. Horrible, weón.
Who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home.
Bueno, dijeron que iban a mostrar como 35 juegos, una cosa así, ¿no?
I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games. And with that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Vondrack from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work on from nearly the beginning of development. We knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason.
Tranquila, aprovecho.
All those personalities mixed with some of the new characters. So the campaign
Hacemos juegos de guerra porque es lo que vende.
And we love love
Also,
that we've been able
Nintendo,
to have
hacemos
so
juegos
many
de Mario.
connections to the original Black Ops
Está
really
bien.
be that direct sequel to the game.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited about this is you're pushing the storytelling in kind of a new direction with some branches and some options about how you play through the campaign. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own
Los juegos de guerra deben ser un ramo
they
del
can name
colegio.
them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with these features, we love paying homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a Switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point
Sí, no sé qué
that
onda.
shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be.
Mira, de hecho ni siquiera está así como a buena calidad, la cuestión se está viendo así como a media. Call of Duty Junior. Junior Duty.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus.
Sí, weón. No sé por qué se esmeran tanto en las historias de estas cuestiones, porque a fin de cuentas lo único que quiere uno es andar ahí pum, 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 disparando.
American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus, the CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Sinceramente hay mucha gente que prefiere más una historia lineal y tranquila con un buen gameplay y un buen diseño y todo que algo más vamos a darles diferentes caminos y no sé qué, no sé cuánto y esto y lo otro. Si bien es interesante, una base sólida siempre es más efectiva.
He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world. Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President. Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets old.
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I I know you won't fail us.
Okay.
Tonight we have some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one, a new next-gen narrative action-adventure
Sí,
game
fue
from
muy
Reflector
larga la
Entertainment
cinemática.
in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death.
Unknown 9
Haruna
Awakening.
struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out this first look.
A ver. Y mi pregunta es, ¿por qué le quieren pegar? Sagueardo. Saguardo, un momento. A ver, de momento lo que tengo, lo que me da a entender esta cuestión es que hay una niña que sufre bullying y tiene superpoder. Listo. Y tiene un secreto escondido bajo entre en los ladrillos, ahí en la pared. ¿Y qué tienen que ver esos hueones? Ok, esto le va a gustar a Kai. Oh, vale, un DLC, una expansión para la campaña. El mejor amigo de Canelita, weón. Compra absoluta del DLC de Doom. El Eternal es una bestia, ¿no? Es hermoso, pero es caca, o sea, ¿cómo?
...2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey
Ojo, igual que dice parte 1.
everyone around the world a little taste of what's next.
Doom Slayer confirmado para Smash.
Hey Jeff, it's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the
Pero debe ser aseguradísimo.
Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
BioWare.
for a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
It's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in. I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture.
¿Dijeron FF?
That makes it fun
¿Se
to
ve?
explore and discover.
No, dicen más Dragon
An
Age.
opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
El Sidon.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Dogo.
We'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, then another part want to do both.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
Me están vendiendo humo.
Has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move
Eso está
and
chido.
interact in the world.
Players wanting that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
Sí, ¿no? Ok, Dragon Age. Se ve interesante, pero mucho humo. Back to the Future? ¡Conche tu madre!
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmanuel Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Oh, weón.
We know who you are, but what are you doing here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment. On August 27th, 2020, because...
El Doc, weón, míralo, pobrecito, weón. Está en la última, weón.
Right now.
And what exactly do you have
El
to do?
Doc.
Simulator?
During the mid-20th century,
Un grande, weón, el Doc.
University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator.
Volver al futuro.
Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through
¿Nunca has visto? Ah, bueno, hay que verse la trilogía. Ya, anotado.
Great Scott! This very moment. Tonight, I want a world premiere, a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2. Now, doctor's orders.
Damn. Ok, esto no me interesa, ¿vale? El Surgeon Simulator 2. Oh, conchit. Conche tu madre, weón. Podí mutilar a alguien, weón. Ok, ya. Muéstrame lo bueno, por favor.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator.
Le cortan una pierna, se está muriendo.
Well, you thought that crossover was kind of crazy. Wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
Weón, puedes ser tu propio Picasso. Shut up. ¿Por qué este weón me suena? Eso para jugarlo, sí, weón, te imaginas ahí un culiao decapitando cada rato, weón. Fase 1, cortar la cabeza. Fase 2, mutilar. Fase 3, armarlo lo... Sí, tiene pinta de ser algo de zombies. No me diga que el juego es este pa... Básicamente tenéis que construir un puente, weón, para que no te maten los zombies. ¡No, Julián!
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special news shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of 2 classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Happy Giant.
In a world gone strange, one elite force stands against the darkness. But even they could use some help.
Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
Sam and Max. ¿Por qué me suena esta wea? DLC para el Doom, hay Surgeon Simulator 2, un juego de una niñita que puede hacer saguardo, y otras huevadas. Jurassic World para la Switch y huevadas. Bob, haz algo.
Nintendo Switch game is Little Nightmares.
Por favor, por favor, por favor.
Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as the Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for
Muéstrame algo,
all
weón.
games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now,
Me hace mucha gracia porque ganó el juego a mejor juego de la Switch. Pero no está. No está todavía la Switch, no está todavía el juego.
All right, well, on to our next game. In the
Okay,
next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before.
Aquí está Blizzardo.
The afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions known as covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
Ok. Tenemos un corto animado. Tiene un estilo animático, weón. Mimir time.
Save my soul.
Afterlife Bastion.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life. And for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Ooh.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
Ahora entendí.
The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon.
Sí, básicamente su alma está incompleta. Dijeron que iba a ser una wea cinemática. No pidan gameplay. Por eso el weón nunca pudo ascender o siempre estaba como con algo. Y ella pues le preocupaba porque se sentía diferente, weón. Oh.
The moment he falls, we will claim him.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Ok. Y así es como uno comienza en la historia, supongo, no ahí en el Shadowlands. Ahí los weones que tiran a la mierda. Que sé. La verdad que era lo del WoW. Aún no termina. A ver, ¿qué tenemos ahora? Esto ya es el WoW. Lindo, weón. Lástima que el WoW, weón, es pagar al mes, weón, el juego. O sea, te lo compráis y luego tenéis que andar pagando cada mes y cuestiones, weón. Si bien que lo actualizan, pero es como que, fuck. Es lo único malo, weón. Si no me habría comprado el huevo hace rato. Necesitáis mucha plata, weón, para jugar WoW. Porque tenéis que ir renovando la membresía, weón. Y es como que, concha tu madre.
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live.
Llegan muchas cosas este octubre.
PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Have returned. They corrupted, divided, conquered, until finally.
Hola. No soy yo, es el directo. Es el directo, Porque no soy yo, porque a mí no se me está trabando, no se está quedando ahí girando, es el directo. Van a despedir a alguien, weón. Van a despedir a alguien, weón. ...2021... ¿Qué wea llega en 2021? Wea, no llega para Switch, weón, también. Oh, vale. Crash. Weón, pero... no es mi wea, es el directo, weón. No... No, weón. Oh, pero, weón, está súper lagueado el directo como tal. No me digas que está yendo a la estas de Nintendo, weón. Weón, esta wea se está muriendo. Silencio.
Tell us more about what we just saw. I'm joined by Lou Stutter, Toys for Bob. Lou, what did we see there with Crash and the Gamescom bot?
Me fui a los de los Game Awards, weón.
What he was hinting at was kind of our reveal of what we call flashback tapes, which are a brand new style of level that we are announcing here today.
Me fui al de los Game Awards porque es que no podía, weón, no cargaba.
Yeah, so the way that the flashback tape levels work is that they are kind of a peak
Quiero esa máscara, weón.
to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1.
Weón.
And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made. And they're really hard and they're really awesome and they're super creative and we can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got
¿Cuándo puedo hacer la precompra, weón?
Challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be sort of integrated into the game? Are they optional?
¿Cuándo puedo hacer la precompra?
Sure, so players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object that they can pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms. Really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. But then narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective.
Puedo reservarlo en la página,
This is
bueno,
the
pero es que no
moment
sé.
when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team.
No tengo idea, weón.
Created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in the games before.
Si transmites el juego se van a tirar más de 15 directos de pana, weón.
Looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right, well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
¿Qué es esto?
I have become terror. The unseen predator. A rupture that obliterates without warning.
Ven a Widowmaker. Mucha gente se queja, weón, del personaje.
The hordes of Enoch will fall before me. But together, this entire planet will fear us. The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road, into the dark heart of creation. 'Cause I feel the way you feel. We will find the source, whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
Outriders. Ok. Qué wea.
Welcome to the Hyperscape. Enter a contender.
Yes,
Leave as a champion.
Ah, es cierto que iban a sacar como un Battle Royale raro. Me acuerdo. Hyper Escape. Ah, gratuito. Mira el Captain Tsubasa. Apex japonés. Desde mañana. LOL.
I can see you're new here. Let me get you up to speed. The Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground.
Okay, ¿qué es esto?
Causing trouble for the rich boys and girls, no matter
Borderlands?
how we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlog says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm, and they'd
How's
splash your
Orlog?
head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin, and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers,
¿Qué weá es?
and
Call of Duty Three Houses, weón.
and Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And
¿Qué weá Three Houses,
just as
weón?
happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like
¿Qué chucha el Three Houses, weón?
what happens? Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
Ah, ok.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future of gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução obviamente gráfica,
mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of 2 in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Esta weá está hecha de Legos. Bueno, esas sí que eran texturas del Minecraft. GTA realista, weón. Todo puede romperse. Todo. Nigerunda, yo, Smokey. Como si nada. 3, 2, 1. Ay, no es para todo, weón.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
Una demo. Pero creo que simplemente ahí. Este es el nuevo personaje, weón. No me acuerdo del nombre. No te petes ahora. No te petes ahora. Sí, creo que iban a decir que era cooperativo. Bueno, creo que habían dicho que iba a ser cooperativo. Ahí está, mejor dicho. Tía madre. Hombre. Yes. El 11 de febrero. Vale, weón. Vale. Anotado, weón.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battleground. Mamma mia!
Ah, este.
This is great! This arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous, with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before. Oh no, hold on to your toupee, Mauro. Look out below. WWE is L-I-T. You know, I'm a little more old school than Mauro, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action. Oh, wow. Take that, Mauro. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Mauro. The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a move! Finish him! Oh, no! He just hit the snooze button. How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're going to experience when you head to the battlegrounds. Whew, that's a big toy hammer. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Seth Rollins delivers the stomp. What a night. What a night. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and brawl without limits.
Okay.
Mamma mia! Oh, sorry, Mauro. I know that's your line.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get
Sí, a mí también me perturban los cabezones, weón.
Best action adventure game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
El Watch Dogs Legion.
The winner of the best action game is Star Wars Squadrons.
Ok. Esta wea no sé si es la Gamescom o qué weón, al fin. Porque también te están dando las cuestiones de la Game Award. Entonces como que... Dude. ¿Y aquí qué están mostrando, weón? Ah, el mismo, vale, la misma wea. ¿Qué fue de este? ¿Lo van a sacar al final? No tengo idea, weón.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Did not believe what I had witnessed. It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming needs. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indies Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
Okay.
And now it is time to talk about that best action game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers
Solo tengo problema porque me tenía que encargar del almuerzo y ya es tarde, weón.
In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for
Entonces ya no sé qué pasó, si alguien más lo hizo o me van a regañar o yo qué sé.
Multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
We all choose our path.
Vale, aunque no me interesa porque ya no juego LOL, así que bueno.
The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion.
But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their
El
bravery
Star
that
Wars.
ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic. However, the Empire lives on.
Cuando te explota el pecho y sale en nave, weón. Qué pana.
Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the new republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron. Hunt down this Starhawk and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloane.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorne. Once Thorne is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move!
Sí, Star Wars.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorne safe. Agent 3, take out those fighters. Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Each mission will immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss, the story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
Ok.
That is not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired the Sims latest game pack. Check this out.
Ahora qué. Más Star Wars. Sí, me Star Wars. Sí, bueno. ¿Qué? Ya.
One genie.
¿Qué carajos? Kylo Ren. Ok. La wea loca.
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And of course, a gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. But right now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've added an absolutely all-star cast to the game. Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
Sí, weón, puta que juegan con el Fall Guys. No voy a verlo de KDA porque no juego LOL. A lo mucho la ley lo va a ver después con la Isa. Pero yo soy honesto, de todas formas no me interesa.
Moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole.
Esto no es el juego de...
Repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear.
El ciclo sin fin, ¿no?
You know peace and joy.
Minutes. Uf.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5 and PC.
Esta wea está bastante buena.
We got a quick sneak peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check this out.
Una mosca. Interesante. Tengo un personaje super ágil por lo que se ve, weón.
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
Expand.
Okay.
Explore. Tear the veil asunder. Subvert new territory to our sovereign.
Esto es el Warframe, ¿no? Sí, es el Warframe.
But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
But before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
so many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games
La
during
Dallas.
lockdown, whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever. And as a result, it's more important than ever that we keep making different, interesting things for folk to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente está passando tem sido um período difícil a todos. Então, nesse momento, eu acho que a gente precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
I hope everybody gets healthy and safely through this coronavirus time. Care about other people and wear your masks.
Jogos são, na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível de se expressar. Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico, é maravilhoso. Jogos são puro amor.
¿Qué es esto? Sprinkles. Toma. Le hicieron mierda. Ahora, ¿qué es esto? Ok. Override Super Match League 2. ¿Es un Battle Royale de mechas? ¿Una wea así? ¿O cómo? Un crossover especial en septiembre. Para Navidades de este año.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys Season 2 and Reaccion for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer, called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
2K.
One day you're busting your back doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And then next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy!
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
Esto no es juego de mafia.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay then. Welcome to the family.
Mafia Definitive Edition. Interesante.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
Lo único que entendí es que es un juego de FPS. Ahí nomás.
Next spring, get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear.
Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope. No, there is another.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
El niño se hizo malo a la película.
Not him, the Falcon.
¿Toda la saga? Espérate. El culiao tenía pelo. En plan melena.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
Huh?
Es todito parece.
LEGO Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
Ah, vale. Provecho. Ok. What is this? Age of Empire. Yes. Los Inca. Ok. Ni puta idea, los Witties. Puedo decir que me estoy empezando a aburrir porque de momento no han habido anuncios interesantes. Definitive Edition puede ser. Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Ya está.
Where are we? We're near Little Hope. Did you hear that?
Little Hope.
Lots more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope.
Online con amigos, weón. Esa wea sí me interesó. No sé por qué me atraen las weas así como de terror, weón. Soy un puto masoquista. Esa ya lo habían mostrado, ¿no? ¿Cómo es? Lo dejé la comida haciéndose en 15 minutos. A las 3:30 tenés que bajar y ponerte a freírla esta. Yo voy a estar en clase. Bueno, ya. A las 3:35 estaría listo el arroz como tal. Ahí lo ves. Vale. Eso, tienes que freír el pollo. ¿Ya? Y tienes que también, si quieres, freír algunas piezas. Me traes la comida en la pieza, por favor.
Halo, the entire Monsters collection is really a big one for me where that's concerned. But I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing and I've been doing that.
No sé, el juego ese de miedo me llamó la atención, sinceramente. No. Aunque mostraron a un wait con trajecito del Crash.
Up next we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. And the winner is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Don't Not Entertainment. Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights in a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And as we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together, and I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware. Here is the first look at gameplay from Chorus.
Chorus, creo que dijo. O Chorus.
You have broken my heart. For your betrayal, you will be broken.
Al final nunca dije la idea del dibujito, güey. Lo voy a dejar ahí anotado. Corpse.
How many crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver. This game is setting records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready, I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging
Todos tienen
axes,
como
and
toques de
scale
castillo,
movable
güey.
seed ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Bonito. Me gustó el del dragoncito.
We hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then @FallGuysGame on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
Ok.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand.
Esto no debe ser Horizon.
He's afraid to close his fist.
No.
I am not.
No sé qué es.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. To Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Wasteland 3. Okay.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento, e é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter de experiências reais com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you know, I kind of prefer it to the real Japan just because I've heard that in real life they don't let you run around with katanas.
I appreciate games a lot more than films, music, or whatever, and it's just fine for me to have the time to play with friends or even with my family, to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming
¿Podí?
is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people.
Ok, fuerte.
Natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part
Silencio,
2
teléfono.
story. Yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer. Yes.
Te puedo pedir algo, hermano. Yo sé que me estás escuchando. Quiero agua.
Hey everyone, I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment.
No, tenía que encargarme de la comida, pero al final el Alex se va a hacer cargo. Puta que ha tomado rato esta cuestión y ya han anunciado muchas cosas, pero pocas interesantes, weón. Pero bueno, para gustos colores. Para mí no hay muchas cosas interesantes.
Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us to Respawn to credit.
Obviamente está lo del Crash, lo del Little Nightmares, está lo del Godfall, está...
It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war.
¿Qué otro juego mostraron?
Set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. We could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
No sé. Gracias, sí.
De agua, pues. Y te la intercambio por estos 3 vacíos. Avisa si Nintendo da señales de vida.
Créeme, se va a notar. A ver, Medal of Honor, esta weá me interesa. Porque una vez jugué uno, estaba bastante bueno.
Welcome to France, gentlemen. I lead the local resistance cell. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to
No sé por qué me hizo tanta gracia, weón. ¿Qué les costaba hacer el resto del brazo, weón, para que no se viera cortado? Qué feo.
The bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Perdón.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
You got it. Es curioso que sea enviar, ¿vale? Pero el puta que es caro el VR, weón. Para lo que ya cuesta el VR, weón. Y luego andarse comprando los juegos. Que encima ni siquiera es como que el VR sea una consola, no. El VR es un aditamento nomás, weón. Medal of Honor, above and beyond. Momento. Momento. Ay, ¿cómo se llama? Skyrim.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter.
El Lego Star Wars está interesante, pero nunca he jugado un juego de Lego como tal. Así que es claro como que...
Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this.
Estoy para la
So
corneta.
exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Miller, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most.
Yo no sé qué Medal of Honor jugué, weón, pero lo jugué en Play. Estaba bien bonito. Pero no me lo terminé porque no sabía mucho en esa época.
The Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS, and their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything.
Sabotaje, espionaje y no sé qué más.
You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines, and that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent game player. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors, and it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act 1 is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act 2 is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. The third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and
Se van a poner a tocar Megalovania, weón.
really turn the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story, and the story is shot all from your perspective because it's VR. Your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage, and all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, There's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience, but I hear you might also be doing MP too?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time. You spend so much of your career trying to map natural human movements to a control, and just figuring out things like making it feel good, and one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck? You just duck. And how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just, it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those, after it comes out.
Wow, well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I gotta say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
Coming out holiday, so fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
The world was broken, fractured by the magic the Vow Keepers said they would protect us from. Spellstorms still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used. But I am a battle mage. I have broken my vow, and now I fight to break free.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Battle Royale? Interesante. Spellbreak. El 3 de septiembre. Oh, es un juego gratis. Yes. Va a estar en Switch incluso. Pues creo que le podemos echar una probadita al Spellbreak. ¿Por qué mostraron el Ori? No es justo, weón. Podemos. Yes, podemos. No me acordaba de ese juego, la verdad. Oh, Crystal, weón. Metieron el Crystal ahí. El Crystal, si no me equivoco, sale de aquí a octubre. Elden Ring, ¿eso era? No tengo idea. Hermoso Lori, weón. Hermoso Lori.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
First, タリカンの音楽を聴いた時に曲が素晴らしいだけじゃなくてアミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いましたね。日本じゃ本当に聞いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで、本当にすごかった。今回タリカンのコレクションが出るってことをとても嬉しく思っているし、これはまた当時みたいにみんなに見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my musical vision. It defined my career, and the fans have been there ever since. To this day, it's one of my proudest works.
Turrican. Voy a decir que no me suena. Voy a decir que no me suena.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
Come! This is their fate. One after another.
El 10 de noviembre. Deluxe Edition.
I have one more award to give out tonight, and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations.
Esa wea salió,
Of course,
¿cierto?
there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So check out the Gamescom Awards user
¿Qué
voting.
wea
where
iba
you
el
can vote for
Cyberpunk?
your
Porque
favorite
murió
shipper,
rápido, en mi opinión.
Gamescom's Most Wanted,
Mucho
and
hype
Best
para
of
poca
Gamescom.
wea.
The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplayers,
En mi
esports,
opinión.
and more. So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight, but before I turn it back to Jeff, I just want to say that I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so take care. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sydney. It's great to have you on the show again this year. All right, well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw
Gracias,
the announcement
weón.
of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games, a title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and
Voy a ver
the
esto.
DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
Gimme. Gimme. Se ve bonito.
No, no! We're back. And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the bomb back.
Oh dear. Let's show him how it's done. Alright. Bringing out the big guns.
Interesante.
Feels good to be back in action. Last one. The train's pulling away. Let's go.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today I will finally be free of the both of you. Soon, everything you see will be mine. Say goodbye. What did you
Damn.
Was that supposed to happen? Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality. The bridge is shot. There has to be another way across. The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them. That was rather exciting.
games before trade?
Me encanta esa weá. Bien. Hostia.
This is worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
Provecho.
I knew you'd come.
Was that a kraken? Or at least a very large octopus. I will never get used to that.
Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Uf.
Nefarious really resurface after all these.
¿Qué es esto, boludo? Quítate. No me interrumpas.
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Está hermoso, weón.
Can't wait to see what's new.
Estoy intentando analizar el HUD, boludo. Gracias. Está bien bello, weón. Está bien bello.
That's all of them. We have to get the Dimensionator away from Nefarious.
Esta weá la quiero traer sí o sí, weón.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Permiso, voy a comer. Oh.
Well, it is certainly not good. Right. Beats me.
Gracias.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
Está bien bonito, weón. Está bien bello, weón. Lo quiero. No, es exclusivo de PS5.
Rift Apart, and now I am joined by Marcus Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys, it was so great to see that long, uninterrupted demo of Rift Apart, and I have so many questions. It's amazing to see what you're doing with the power of PS5 and the SSD. Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower. Enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able to do before. More importantly, perhaps, though, is the dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD that allows us to fling the player
from planet to
Oye,
planet to planet,
el arroz quedó
lightning fast, like
insípido.
way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift tether, we saw that in the demo. We had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain moments and levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
Yeah, so in the game, there is dimensional damage spread throughout the galaxy that Ratchet and Clank have to find a way to fix. And you can find these weak points in space-time that you can pull to you with your Rift tether. It's like being able to lasso a portal. And that enables you to basically like warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage in combat.
Wow, yeah, I gotta say, like when you see that and you imagine the jumping from multiple worlds at instantaneously almost, and it sounds like there's no load screens throughout the entire game.
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow, all right. You bite. So confident, both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to hands-on with the controller, with the adaptive triggers and the haptics. How are you using that to sort of impact the gameplay of Rift Apart?
So at the heart of every Ratchet and Clank game is a powerful arsenal of weapons that just exude a ton of personality. And the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet and Clank just because the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons to express themselves. So for example, your burst pistol, of course it gives you like a satisfying kick with every bullet. But when you throw the shatter bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you. Basically, the haptics are expressive enough that every weapon feels different and you can tell what you're holding. But of course, the adaptive trigger like takes that to a functional level where, in addition to the trigger pull feeling unique, we can actually use that as a super intuitive way to add alternate functions to the weapons. So, for example, in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down until you hit resistance to fire a single barrel, and then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little enemies. You only want to waste one shot on them, and then wait a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to play better.
Wow, no, I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out across what I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line? Like, tell us in the Ratchet-verse where this sits.
Yeah. Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, the 2013 game. But it's a standalone adventure, so it's one that even if you've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, you can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it. For hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets and see them all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, like, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see like frequently in the game? Are there special moments? Like, I guess I'm curious, like, how often you use that technique for gameplay.
So the Rift tether
No tengo
has
idea.
created these anomalies all throughout the galaxy. You'll encounter those pretty often. There's even a few more types of dimensional damage you'll encounter that we haven't shown yet. Now, being pulled between worlds, that's localized to chasing after Dr. Nefarious in the demo.
Yo al principio comía
Sort of
con
reserved for special moments when you really have to
cuchara, pero me acostumbré a hacerlo con tenedor porque me dijeron tienes que comer con tenedor.
I gotta say, it looks incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of
Yo simplemente
female Lombax.
ahí.
I know you guys have confirmed she is playable
Sabes lo que agarras
in
y
parts of
tal.
the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
Te puedes ayudar con un cuchillo.
I mean, the world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. Okay, they'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right? All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what you guys have in store for us. I got to say, I mean, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so much fun. And as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though, I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now? Mike?
So Ratchet and Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big window? So, no, just kidding. All right, that's all we're going to get, I'm sure. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I got to say, Insomniac, we're so excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for...
No me hueven. Van a agarrar esto, weón, y me van a hacer memes, weón.
Thanks, Jeff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet & Clank or PlayStation 5. And that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. Thank you so much for watching from around the world, and make sure to stay tuned all weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at Gamescom.global. As for us, we'll see you later this year for the Game Awards 2020. Our team is hard at work to build a very special live show for you coming in December. We'll see you then. Good night.
Creo que ya está, no sé qué vaya a haber ahora. Según esto... Mira, sinceramente no tengo idea. Pero no hubo aparición como tal de Nintendo, solo algunos juegos anunciados para la Switch y era. Tristemente. Dice la leyenda que mañana debería haber... Esto murió. Y aquí pues tenemos la conversación, así que sí, gente, esto ya está. Así que... nada. Vamos dejando esto por aquí, yo creo que ya mucho rato. Poco anuncio interesante, weón, como siempre. ¿Hubieron cosas buenas? Sí, pero muy pocas. Así que sin más, gente, me retiro. Gracias por acompañarme hoy. Tienen un videito de eco por ahí para ver en el canal de Overwatch. Y tienen también... bueno, tengo ya listo el video de Bioshock de hoy. Así que si les interesa, adelante. Lo único bueno son cosas como el Little Nightmares, el Ratchet, etcétera. Sí, el Little Nightmares, el Godfalls, el Ratchet, el Crash y... hasta ahí supongo, no sé, el Fall Guy estaba divertido, bonito, curioso, pero... el Captain Tsubasa tal vez sí. Y bueno, no sé. En fin, gente, me retiro. Cuídense. Bye bye.